Fool. Remember the parable of the man who wanted to build bigger barns in Luke 12, verses 13 through 21. This is Jesus' parable of the rich fool. A fool is a person who lacks wisdom and who disregards God and his commands and displays wicked or selfish behavior. But this man's crop was so abundant that it was overflowing, so much so that the man said that he would pull down his barns, and he would build bigger barns that would store his overflowing crops or his wealth. So he was going to store up everything for many years to come. Then he could just chill or be at ease, and then he could just eat, drink, and be merry. Now here the Bible uses the word ease as a moral and spiritual laziness. According to the world's way, a rich person's money is their money. They can do whatever they want to do with it. In 2024, there were 0.035% billionaires of the world's population. There is approximately 1 billionaire to every 2,800 people. Whether or not billionaires could end extreme poverty, a global billionaire tax or a considerable portion of their collective wealth could address world hunger. They could drastically decrease the number of poor people in the world, and not by genocide, but by helping to break the cycles of poverty for both individuals and for communities. I am not saying that billionaires are not doing anything toward poverty and hunger, but more could and should be done to help. One way to attack poverty is to address the lack of access to essential services. Essential services are education, healthcare, and clean water. Another way is to address economic issues. Economic issues are unemployment and inequality. A third way is by addressing conflict, instability, social injustices, climate change, and poor infrastructure. Back to Luke 12, verses 13 through 21. The landowner was already a wealthy landowner with what he already owned. He had no plans of sharing or feeding others. He was going to store up only for himself. God then called him a fool because his life was going to cease that very night, and the crops or his wealth that he was planning on storing would be of no use to him. Luke 12, verse 20 through 21 states, "But God said to him, 'Fool, this night your soul will be required of you. Then whose will those things be which you have provided?' So is he who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God." You don't have to be rich or a billionaire to be rich towards God. Are you rich towards God? Do you put God first? Here are some actions you can take to demonstrate being rich towards God. Use your gifts and talents for God's work. Ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Show mercy and grace to others. Put your trust in God and not in wealth. Make having a relationship with God your highest priority. Be a generous giver. Build up heavenly treasures and not just earthly ones. Bless others and use your resources to glorify God.